What's my last name start with? Yeah, David Matteson. That's who I am. My first name is, and my last name is, and I like to do this. You know,
Like Addison.
like oh, look at that. Like watch this. Addison, look right here. Let me see your name for a minute. Let me see your. Okay, look at right here. What letters do we have that the same?
Like rain.
That's Addison. What letters do we have the same? You have Addison, and my name is Matteson.
Come on, Addison.
S-O-N. You have S-O-N. I have S-O-N. And the other thing I like about my name, can I tell you about my name? Are you ready, Julian? Are you ready? Look at this. My name starts with a
D.
and it ends with a. You know what I call that? A D sandwich. That's like the D is like what on a sandwich? It's like that's like the bread. Does anybody? Oh, look at there. I just saw somebody. Watch this. See if you can tell who this is. Who is that? And watch this. Watch this for a minute.
What about this?
What kind of sandwich is Alana?
A sandwich.
You're an A sandwich.
I'm two.
Wait, let me see.
Ava's an A sandwich.
Let me see.
3 A's. I got 2 A's in my
Are the two A's at the beginning or are they the beginning and the end?
I do this brand too. Like keep on killing Sally. A-C-I-E. Mr. Madison. That A. See? Mr. Madison. I told you I had 2 A's in my name.
You did tell me you have 2 A's.
What
What's your name? And what kind of a sandwich are you? You are an A sandwich. Oh my goodness.
2 A sandwiches.
All right, are you guys ready to do some neat projects?
Yeah.
All right. I brought 2 things I want to do with you. Can I do them? All right. Are you ready? Are you ready? Is it rain? Is that how you say it?
Yep.
All right. Well, the first thing I'm going to do with you is what? Have you read that one? I love it. So you're going to help me with this? Do you know what's special about this book, though?
No. Yes?
What's special about it?
Bears don't live in a house.
They don't live in a house. That's exactly right. What else is special about this? Is it Kaya? What else is special about this?
They live in a forest.
They do live in a forest. Do you know what the name of this book is? Oh, look, it starts just like my name. Deep in
the forest.
Deep in the forest. That's where bears live, I think, right? Deep in the forest?
Yes.
All right. That's right. Well, what kind of a bear is it?
Baby bear.
It's a brown bear, but it's a baby brown bear, right?
Yes.
And what is he doing?
He's peeking around.
He is peeking around. What's he peeking at?
Sweater. I don't know. Maybe a house sneak up on his parents.
Oh, you think so? All right. So you ready to read this? Here's what's special about this book. It doesn't have any words. Guess who's going to make up the story?
You.
And how am I going to make up a story without any words?
Be quiet.
Just be quiet. So if I'm quiet, will that be fun? Oh, you have to be quiet. But you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to look at the pictures and think in my head and tell you the story just by looking at the pictures. Can I do that?
Yeah.
All right. So remember, what's the name of this book?
Deep in the forest.
Deep in the Forest. Up here's the title again. What's the name of this book?
Deep in the forest.
All right. Up. I love this page. Here's the title page. What's the name of the book? One more time.
Deep in the forest.
Who is this? No, it's not. It's the daddy bear. See, the person who gets to make up the story gets to.
Where's the mommy bear?
She's off doing some shopping. So anyways, on this day, are you ready, boys and girls? On this day, the daddy bear took out how many cubs with him?
3.
Took out 3 cubs. Two of the baby bears were playing with each other. But the other one, he was very curious. And he saw something deep in the forest, and you know what he did? He started to peek around that tree to get a good look, and it was hard to see, but there's something right over there. Can you tell what it is?
Oh,
So do you know what he did? He scrunched down and he started creeping along the forest floor and got closer and closer and closer till he was right up to that little cottage that was deep in the forest.
It looks like a mouse.
It's like what?
It looks like a hamster or a mouse.
It does, because they're kind of far away looking at him, right? But he's creeping down to be very careful because he doesn't want anybody to what?
See him.
He doesn't want anybody to see him because he's not sure who's in that little cottage. So anyways, he gets so close, he gets over to the door and he takes his big old nose and you know what he does? He pushes open the door first and you can hear the door creak. It was like this. Creak. And he peered into the house and you know what he said? Anybody home?
I know it.
Did anybody answer him?
I know it.
What?
There's a little girl sleeping in that bed.
You think so?
Yeah, I think so.
Well,
I think so.
Well, be listening. But anyways, he went in, and he went into what room first?
The kitchen.
He went into the kitchen. Did he see anybody?
No.
No. And so then he went into the,
Bedroom.
and he went to the bedroom, and he opened the door and he went like this. Anybody in there? Did anybody answer? No. No one was home. So anyways, he went back out into the kitchen, and he's like this. He goes, what smells so good? And so he hopped up on the bench, and then he hopped up on the table, and he saw 3 bowls. He saw a great big bowl, he saw a middle-sized bowl, and he saw a teeny tiny bowl.
That's a big
And so
house.
he started at what bowl?
Teeny tiny.
Well, right here, look, we're gonna start over here, which bowl?
The big bowl.
He started at the great big bowl, and he stuck his tongue in there, and he went like this. Ow! This, what was inside it? I know, but what's inside it? What's in the bowl?
Soup.
Yeah, he stuck his tongue in the soup and he said, ah! This soup is too, it's too hot. And then he went to the middle-sized bowl and he said, ah! This one is too.
Cold.
And then he went to the itty-bitty one and he stuck his tongue in there and he said, ah! This one is, it's perfect. And he gobbled it down. And you know what happened? He gobbled it down so fast, you know what happened?
What?
The bowl slipped out of his paws and went crashing to the floor and broke into 1,000,000 pieces. That's it. And it scared him when it broke into 1,000,000 pieces. So he went to the living room. And he sat in what chair? He sat in the great big chair. And you know what? Did he like that one?
No.
He did not. Do you know why? What happened to him? His head got stuck in the back and he said, this chair is too, it's too holy. I know. And then he went off, he went to the middle-sized one. And what happened to him in there?
He got stuck.
What's he doing?
He laying down?
Well, is he laying down?
He
Because
fell.
look, he is. He slipped out. He slipped out of the chair. And he says, this isn't a good chair. It's too slippery. That's exactly right. And then he saw the itty-bitty chair. And the itty-bitty chair was what kind of a chair?
Rock.
It was a rocking chair. And you know what he liked to do? He rocked and rocked and rocked. He rocked so fast, what happened?
He fell down.
He fell down. Look what happened to the chair. It broke into 1,000,000 pieces. That's exactly right. And then look what happened. He went like this. Oh, that scared him. So he went from the kitchen and he went into the bedroom. And what do you think he's going to try first? The great big bed. And did he like that one?
No.
He didn't like that one. Why? Look at it.
It was too bouncy.
Was it bouncy? He's not bouncing very high. And look at, does it look hard?
Yes.
It does. He said this bed is too, it's too hard. You can't get a good bounce on it. And so he went over here, and could he bounce on that one? No. He said this one is too, it's too feathery. That's right. And he said you can't get a good bounce there either. So he went to the itty-bitty one, and you know what he did to that itty-bitty one?
What?
He crawled up under the covers, and do you know what happened to him?
What?
What happens when you get in a bed and it's just perfect? He fell fast asleep, and he was like this. He fell fast asleep and he started snoring. But you know what? And he didn't even know this. What happened? What happened? The people came home. The mother, the father, and the little They came home, and as soon as they got there, the father said, he goes like this, "Honey, I think somebody's been in our house." And he went and he looked around. He looked in the bedroom. He didn't see anything, and he came back out in the kitchen, and he said, "Honey, look, somebody's been eating my soup." And the mother said, "Mine too, somebody's been eating my soup." And the little girl's like this, "Somebody's been eating my soup too, and they broke the bowl into a million." Right. And then the father noticed his chair and said, "Honey, what? What did he say?"
My chair's broken.
"I know, my chair, somebody's been sitting in my chair." And what did the mother say?
Somebody's been sitting in my chair too.
"I know, somebody's been sitting in my chair too." Who's coming up next? The little girl. What's she going to be doing?
Crying.
Let me hear you cry. "Somebody's been sitting in my chair and they broke it into a million pieces." Well, the father said, "I better go check out the rest of the house." And he looked around and he went to the bedroom. And the first place he checked was his bed. And he said, "Honey, I think somebody's been in my bed." And the mother said, "I know, somebody's been in my bed too." Who's coming up next? The little girl. Do you think she's crying this time?
No, I see a polar bear.
She's like this. She wasn't crying, she screamed, "Ah! There was somebody in my bed, they're still there." Well, that scared that poor baby cub, and he darted out of the bed, and the father said, "Honey, get the broom and swat him." So she was chasing him with the broom. The poor baby bear was all out of breath, and he ran. The father lunged for him and tried to capture him. Did he do it? Did he get him? No. And just in the nick of time, the baby bear ran out of the door and deep into the forest, and the mother and the father and the little girl said, "Good riddance to that bear. Now we have to go and clean up the whole messy house right now." And you know what the bear did? He was hiding in a log until the coast was clear, which means he waited for everybody to go. And then guess who showed up too? Who was this?
Daddy.
The daddy bear showed up and said, "Baby bear, where have you been? I've been worried about you." And he said, "I know, I'll never leave you again." And they all lived.
Happily ever after.
Don't you love those happy stories?
Yes.
Oh my word, one of my favorite books.
That's almost like the big bear. That's a good book.
It's almost like what?
The big bear.
Like that? Have you is it like Goldilocks and the Three Bears? Have you read that one before? Oh my word! All right. So I wanted to read one of my favorite stories. Did you like that one? What was your favorite part? What was your favorite part? Yes.
The little bear went in the bed.
Oh, when he went in the bed. What was he doing in that bed?
My favorite part, he crawled in and sleep.
And when he was fast asleep, what did he do?
He snored.
He was snoring away. That's right. Lily, what was your favorite part?
That he was running away under the log.
He in the log. Who was chasing him?
The mother and the father.
What did the mother have in her hands?
Broom.
And what was she doing with that broom?
Trying to smack him.
She was trying to smack him or swat him, right? What was your favorite? Is it Kaya? What was your favorite part?
Like when he picked around that tree.
Oh, when he was peeking around that tree. Because what did he see?
That cottage.
He did see that cottage. Oh my word! And do you think he was curious about what was in that cottage?
Yes.
Yes, he was. Xavier, what do you think?
My favorite part was when he hid in the log.
Oh, when he hid in that log until the coast was
Clear.
until the coast was clear. Caleb, what do you want to say? What was your favorite part? You're not a birthday boy, are you? Oh my word! Do you have the same birthday as the principal? Was it yesterday? Well, then you're pretty close. Go ahead, Caleb. What's your favorite part?
My favorite part was when he was going kaboing on the bed.
Oh, I know that was. Which one did he like the least? Do you think?
The small bed.
Do you think was that his favorite one? Which one did he not like? Which one did he not like the most? The middle-sized bed or the big bed? The big bed, right? Because the big bed was too hard. All right, are you ready for me to do one more thing?
Yes.
All right, today outside, is it warm or cold?
It's cold.
It is a little bit cold.
But it actually is.
And you know what I think? Do you know what it is out there? What season is it?
Winter.
It is winter.
You mean spring?
And that's what I want to talk about. I want to talk about winter. How do you know?
It's the beginning of the year.
Oh, but it's the beginning of the year, but is it spring yet?
It's in there.
What's in there?
I'm not sure. No.
Is there a book in there? It's all right. You sit down for a minute. We'll get the book in a little bit. All right. Are you ready? But it is not spring. It's still winter, isn't it? It's going to be a little bit before it gets to be spring. But you know what I was wondering? How do we know it's winter? How do we know it's winter? I thought we could make a list. You just do a whiteboard.
Do you want paper?
That'd be great.
Could you sit crisscross so I can speed through without anybody?
How do we know it's winter? I thought we'd make a list, and how do we know it's winter? Kaya, how do we know it's winter?
It's cold outside.
Okay, it is cold out there. You know what I like to say?
What?
It's brisk. Can you say brisk?
Brisk.
Brisk. What does brisk mean? What does brisk mean? It means it's cold. If it's a brisk day, it's cold.
They're tax.
They're here. We take all these things.
They're tax if I'm good.
Oh, are there?
There's one over by Wordword.
All right. So let's make our list.
Over here.
If I draw a picture, how am I going to show if something's brisk or cold? How do you show that? What picture could I draw? Yes.
I don't think that works. If it's that might be the bad. If it's cold.
How about this? Could I show some wind blowing? Would that be brisk?
Yes.
How about this? Watch this. I like to do this with my wind. What do you think about that? Does that look like wind?
Yes.
All right.
It kind of looks like waves.
It doesn't. It kind of looks like waves.
It kind of looks like tornadoes.
All right. So watch this. Listen. What's brisk begin with? B. Watch this. I'm gonna put this. Brisk. And I'm gonna put wind. Wind. What's it start with?
W
It
like
does.
rain.
It does. Watch this. So brisk wind. So in winter, there's brisk wind. What else is there in the winter time? How do you know it's winter? Yes, Xavier.
It's cold.
It is cold. That's kind of what I put up here. That's going to show it's cold. Let's put cold up here. Cold. What's it start with? It does start with a C. All right. Who else has something? What else does it? How do you know it's winter time? Yes.
Snowy.
Yes. How do you say your name? Tell me your name. Avery? Okay.
A-Y-V-E-R-I-E.
Okay. Tell me, how do we know it's winter time? Say it again. Hang on for a minute. What happens? Okay, you know
I
what?
have one.
Are the leaves changing or are the leaves all gone?
All gone.
So how am I going to show that? What can I draw? I can draw a tree without leaves. Watch this. What shape do I have? Watch this shape.
It's a rectangle.
It is a rectangle. Watch this. What shape is this?
Rectangle.
It is a rectangle. What shape is this?
Rectangle.
And watch this. I'll put some bare
Leaves.
branches on. Does this look like a tree in winter?
Yes.
All right, listen.
Mr. Matt.
Watch this. Bear. What's it start with? Bear. Bear. Oh, I didn't do a lowercase letter, right? Watch this. Bear. Trees. What's it start with?
T.
All right.
R-E-E.
All right. So look it's cold or brisk in winter. The trees are bare. What else in winter? How do you know it's winter?
Snow and frost.
Oh, I love it. How are we going to show snow?
And snowflakes.
How do we, a snowflake? Can you make a snowflake? Watch this. How about this? Does that look like a snowflake?
Yes.
All right.
Can we put a little layer of snow under it?
A layer of snow?
Yes, please.
You want to come up and do a layer of snow?
Please.
Come up and do a layer of snow for
I
me.
can do a dot for
Ready?
a snowball.
All right. Look at our layer of snow. So what label should we put here? What label? We'll put snow right here.
I can do snowball.
All right. We have cold. What's this one?
Bear.
A bare tree. What's this one?
Snow.
snow. How else do we know it's winter? How else do we know it's winter, Julian?
The snowball.
Well, the snowball would go with, we'll put a snowball
On
here.
the bottom.
There, right by the snow, right by the snow. How else do we know it's winter time?
It's freezing.
It is freezing cold. That's kind of like brisk. What else is it about winter time?
When all the flowers die, when the leaves start.
Okay, how about this? How about we'll just put some ground down here.
And flowers don't die. These kind of die.
Yeah, there's nothing there. I'm gonna put this. I'm gonna put bare ground. That's exactly right.
And these die.
Does it rain sometimes in winter time?
Yes.
How about this? Watch this.
These die.
What's this?
A cloud.
It's a cloud. And I'll put, what are these?
Raindrops.
I'll put some raindrops because sometimes in winter, what happens? It rains. Okay. What else happens then? How do we know it's winter? What else happens? Yes. I know. How about this? Do you have to dress? Do you dress warm, or do you wear short sleeve shirts and pants?
No.
You have to dress warm. You have to wear what?
Like a coat and
Yeah.
long
All right.
sleeve
Watch
like
this.
I am.
How
And
about
a hat.
this?
A snow jacket. And I even got 2 layers of pants.
How about that? Does that look like a jacket or a coat?
Yeah.
All right. So what am I going to put for my label?
What is that coat?
What is it? A coat.
Coat.
What's it start with?
Like
C.
And it ends
And what's it end with? Coat.
T like.
All right. So look what we have. Who can tell me what this is? It's what kind of wind? Brisk wind. What's this right here? Bare trees. What's this? Snow. What's this? Bare ground. Rain. Uh-huh. Can we think of anything else about winter time? What? Oh, I love that. Let's do this.
Ice. I can draw the ice.
We'll make it kind of like that part over here.
I know how to draw ice. I think
You're gonna draw the ice?
he's gonna do it like
Yeah.
kind of rocks.
Are there some rocks next to it too?
Yeah, sometimes
All right. And what should we put for our label under here? What should the label be?
Ice.
Ice. What's it start with?
I.
Eyes. What's it start with? What's this right here? Beautiful. Okay. Are you ready? You have one more piece. You have one more piece of paper. All right. You know what I'm going to do? I'm just going to write. I'm going to pick out 2 things that I think mean that winter's here. What 2 things do you think I'm going to pick out? Xavier, what am I going to pick out, do you think? What am I going to pick out, do you think, from all of my list? What do you think?
Snow.
You think I'm going to pick out snow? I don't know yet. Who thinks I'm going to pick out something else?
Snow and ice.
You think snow and ice?
Yep. First grade.
What does anybody else think?
I like blue.
Say it again.
I am a color.
Okay. Who thinks I'm going to pick out something else? What do you think I'm going to pick out?
Cold breeze.
You think what?
Cold breeze.
You think a cold or brisk wind? All right. I know, it's okay. It's all right. I'm improvising, right?
Oh, I
All right.
see
All right, are you ready for me to write? Are you ready for me to write? Watch this. Let me think about what I'm going to pick. Oh, I know. I'm going to pick this. See if you can tell what this is.
Tree.
Oh, what am I going to write about?
The bear tree.
The bare trees. That's one thing, and I'm going to pick out another thing. What do you think I'm going to pick out?
With ice.
Think so? Watch this.
Wind. Brisk wind.
Oh, I'm going to pick out the brisk wind. Just like that. So now, watch me do this.
Big one.
How about this word right here? You know what this word is?
C-I-T-I-N.
In.
Paper.
Oh, look at this. Watch this. Here, watch me do this. What word is this right here? In. Watch this. How about this word right here? Oh, look at in, tin. How about this?
No. Ice is wind.
Oh, look at what's the saying? I-N, I-N, I-N. In, they do rhyme. In, tin, win. How about this? Trying to think, what's another one? What? Oh, how about pin? How do I spell pin?
P-I-N.
All right, watch this. All right, in winter, what happens?
The ground gets bare and the trees get bare.
I know, but what did I pick out for mine? Did I pick?
Trees.
In winter, trees
It's
are
bare.
bare, and
It's freezing. Freezing.
and the
Pigs.
wind
Is
is what? Who remembers the word?
brisk.
The wind is brisk.
Frisky cold.
All right. There is my some information on winter. Who's gonna come up and read my information for me? Let me have Rashawn come up and see me, sir. You are tall. How'd you get so tall?
All
right, come over here.
Vegetables.
What did you think about my piece? What did you think about my information on winter? Do you remember what my information is on winter? What did I write about? Do you remember? The bare trees, and what else did I write about? Let him do it. I wrote about the wind is, remember that word? Brisk? Brisk, what's that mean, brisk? It does. Ready? Do you have a reading finger? Let me see your reading finger. Is that your reading finger? All right. So here's what I want you to do. Where's the first word, Rashawn? Where's my first word? Yep. Let's read that together. You ready? Point to it. Ready? In winter, remember, trees are bare, and wind is, remember, brisk. Yeah, say brisk. All right, here's what I want you to do. Take your two fingers, Rashawn, like this. Let me see two fingers. Will you put your two fingers around the word? Can you find the word in? Where's the word in? Ready? Watch this right here. What's that word, Rashawn? In. Can you find one more word for me? I want to see the word. Can you find the word the? Where's the word the? Can you spell the word the? T-H-E. Now turn around and spell it to your friends without looking. How do you spell the word the? Can you spell it faster? All right, are you sure? All right, good man. I love it. All right. Are you guys ready? Do you want to? Here's what I want you to do. Can you go back to your seats in a minute? Not yet. And here's what I want you to do. I want you to pick out two things up here. What two things are you going to pick out? And I want you to write. Some information about winter. Kaya, what's one thing you're going to pick out? Look at my list up here. Are you going to pick out bare trees? Are you going to pick out brisk wind? Are you going to pick snow, rain, coat, or ice? You're going to pick out snow. All right. You're going to pick out one more thing, right? Okay. Who else is going to pick something? Ava, what are you going to pick out from the list up here about winter? Oh, are polar bears up here? Nope, so let's pick brisk wind, bare trees, snow, bare ground, What's this one?
Rain.
Rain. What's this one?
Cold.
Cold. What's this one?
Ice.
Okay, which one, Abe, are you gonna pick up? You gotta pick one. Which one do you think is gonna pick, which tells about winter? How about the snow? You gonna pick out the snow? Okay. Avery, what are you gonna pick out? You're gonna pick out brisk wind in winter, the wind is brisk? I love it. What are you gonna pick out from our list? Which one? Oh, the bare trees. Can you point to that one? Where's the bare trees? You can stand right up and point to it for me. Which one's the bare trees? So in winter, the trees are bare. There are bare trees. Okay, who's gonna pick another one? Alana? A sandwich? Which one are you gonna pick out? Stand up here, my dear.
Ice.
Oh,
And snow.
you're gonna pick up, in winter, there's ice and snow? Okay. Do you know, Emma, what you're gonna pick out?
That's what I'm picking out.
You're gonna pick out snow? All right, so here's what I want you to do. If your name starts with a C, you can go to your seat. If you have, are you ready? You gotta listen. If you have an E in your name, you can go back to your seat. If you have E, you have two. All right, then you can go. If you have an L in your name,
I have two E's in my name. I have an L in my
all right,
last
let's go. And if you have an I in your name, you can go. If you have a D in your name, you can go. If you have an A in your name, you can go.
Specific things to
You have an A in your name. That's all right. That's all right.
And I kind of use the same thing. This is a fun way to, use different topics or whatever.
Different.
Were you going to that?